So you will be appearing for your NEET paper next to next year?
Yeah, 2 years.
Okay, okay, right. So we can take a very important chapter in this NEET curriculum, which is about the basic concepts of chemistry. Name
Okay.
of the chapter is Basic Concepts, and we can take the topic of mole concept.
Moles?
Mole concept, yeah. Have you heard about the
Mm-hmm.
mole?
Yeah, I'm doing chem right now in school.
Acha, okay. So this year you are taking chemistry. You have taken chemistry.
Yeah, I'm almost done. School ends in like a month. So yeah.
Okay. So you are residing in which city in US?
Atlanta, close to.
Okay, good. So all the best for your future.
Yeah,
So if
thank
we
you.
see what is a mole, mole is nothing but a group of 6.02. It is actually particular number of particles.
Yeah.
That particular number is 6.02 into 10 raised to power 23 particles. These particles can be atoms if you have element. Element will have these many atoms. Name any two, three elements.
Like silver, gold,
Yes,
titanium.
that is right. If you take 1 mole of gold, it will have how many atoms? These many atoms.
Dirt.
Yes. If you take 1 mole of silver, it will have these many atoms. What is the symbol of silver?
AG.
Ag. And gold?
AU.
Yeah, that is right. If you have a compound, compound will have these many molecules. 1 mole of any compound will have these many molecules. Name any two, three compounds.
Um, silver nitrate,
Yeah.
aluminum chloride,
Yes, but the simplest compound without which we can't survive.
H2O,
Yes, that is right. And what is the formula for common salt?
NaCl.
NaCl. That is right. You can have these many ions also. 1 mole of any ions will be these many ions. You can have 1 mole of electrons, protons. Even you can have 1 mole of balls with you, right? It is just a number. This is also called Avogadro's constant. And instead of writing down every time this long number, we can also denote as N and A as the subscript. This is a symbol for Avogadro's number. If I give you this N and small a, it is symbol of what?
Sodium.
Sodium. And you know from where this Na is coming from, the symbol of sodium?
No.
Why we are not putting So? And why this Na? It is coming from the
Is it
Latin.
the Latin name?
Yes, yes, that is right. Latin name, natrium. Natrium is the Latin name. And you know, old people sometimes they have deficiency of sodium. So that is called hyponatria, hyponatrium. When you will become a physician, then you will study that there are two type of diseases. One is hypernatrium and one is hyponatrium. So
Mm-hmm.
hypo means less. If a person has lesser amount, actually sodium and potassium balance has to be there inside a body for the nervous system, proper nervous system. Na? So hyponatrium is deficiency of sodium. Hyper is excess of sodium. So both are not good for the body. Old people sometimes they get dementia because of this more amount of sodium, that is hypernatrium. So sodium has to be reduced, or sometimes they can have lesser amount of sodium, then also they get that dementia. So that is hyponatrium. Then excess of salt is given to the patient. No?
Mm.
So actually in hyponatrium, you know what is done? A capsule is just the medicine is taken out of the capsule, and inside the body of the capsule, salt is put, and then person swallows
Oh.
that capsule, so that
Mm.
too much of salt is there. Otherwise a person cannot have too much of salt. So what is a mole? Mole is nothing but a group of these many particles, right? or
Yeah.
or we can also have in terms of amount, an amount of substance containing these many particles. So you can take in terms of amount also, these many particles. So as I told you, you can have moles of elements, moles of compounds, even we can have moles of gases and moles of solution. So one by one, we will correlate moles with all these one by one. First is moles and elements. So you know how many elements are known at present?
128, I think.
118.
Oh,
There are
sorry
total
about it.
7 periods in the periodic table, and they have these many elements. So you know the placement of elements in the periodic table is based
Yeah.
upon the increasing atomic numbers. Modern periodic table is based upon atomic numbers. So if we see what is the atomic number,
The number of electrons it has.
basically it is number of protons. But if the atom is
Okay.
neutral, if the atom is neutral, then it will also become number of electrons. But if you have an ion, if you have an ion, then the number of electrons will get changed. Then it will no longer be number of electrons, but it will be number of protons. I will just show you the example. So atomic number is number of protons or electrons if it is neutral. Atomic mass is A, which is number of protons plus neutrons.
Okay.
Protons and neutrons are present inside the nucleus of an atom. If I ask you what will A minus Z give us?
The number of electrons.
No, no. It is written in front of you.
Oh, neutrons.
Neutrons. That is right. So if you subtract Z from A, you get number of neutrons. If you have any element X, atomic mass is written here, top left hand side corner, bottom left hand side corner is atomic number.
Oh.
Always. So if suppose if I give you sodium, its atomic mass is 23, atomic number is 11, and if it goes into Na plus ion, Na plus ion is a cation or a anion?
It's a cation.
It is a cation because a positively charged ion is called a cation. So you have to tell me how many electrons, protons, neutrons it will have, and after formation of this ion, how many electrons, protons, neutrons it will have.
It has 11 protons.
Yeah.
11 neutrons, or no, 11 electrons.
Hmm.
And 12 neutrons.
That is right. That is perfect answer.
So
What about in Na plus ion?
12 electrons, 11 protons, and 12 neutrons.
So it has lost one electron. It is not gaining.
Oh, lost. Okay, so 10.
10. So if you take the relative charge of electron and proton, it is -1 plus 1. So it has one proton extra than electron. That is why 1 plus charge. And if you have any anion that will have extra electrons. That is why it will have negative charge.